Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to cimnanya. And thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video where a man was calling out all Mexican Americans and Hispanic Americans to uh, to vote for Donald Trump, right? And I am also in for them. What are we friends for? I am absolutely in for them. Yeah, they are absolutely going to learn the hard way because that is absolutely what they know how to do best, learning the hard way. I remember what happened to them in Florida, I think last year. And all of a sudden, Florida became a ghost town where they have so many Hispanics and Mexicans there. They ran away from there and they started screaming, Black people should help them. Why? Because their livelihood is about to be taken away, and Black people told them to sit this particular one out, that they aren't coming out. So at some point they came out and they said that it is not in their culture to speak out, that it is in Black people's culture to speak out. And I am actually speaking out right now, and I am saying that I am rooting for you people. You all are also going to F around and find out. And you know what? Black people are no longer in the business of saving souls. We don't save souls anymore. We let the souls perish. The only souls Black people are saving are Black souls, for those that are willing to be saved. And if you are not willing to be saved, we also say bye, boy. Let's get into
this for all the media, for all Mexican Americans, Hispanic Americans, to vote for President Trump. And I know we will win for the third time. For the third time. Yes. Yes. We will win for the third time. And that's a fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. Because it's true. Because it's true. Look what is happening right now. Look what is happening right now with these evil people. Obama, Hillary, Kamala, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, all this team. There's more than 300,000 children, over 300,000 children that they came through the border, they released them, and we don't know where they are. Kamala, where are the children? Kamala, where are the children? You know, these people, Kamala and Biden, they're the biggest human traffickers in the history. And everyone knows that. And that's why I'm here to give my 100% to support my dear friend, President Donald Trump. And again, we will win for the third time. This is for all the media, for all Mexican Americans.
This is not opinion. This is why I don't like certain minorities. And I'm being very honest. Even the minorities of my people. Because you guys are so brainwashed. You guys don't research. You don't look or nothing. In both parties, and every time when there is an election, you guys always seem to come out and point fingers. There has been human trafficking happening on both parties. Okay, but under the Trump administration, during the time when he was arraigned as president, that was around the period of 2016, I never forget it, because in Baltimore, parents were going rampage on social media saying that their children are being missing, and they were young teenage girls. But nobody really cared because they were children of color, Black women, young girls. Okay, and then all of a sudden that faded. Then in the Biden administration, they did an investigation and started to find out in the U.S. identified only 33,900 children were separated from the border under Trump's campaign administration. I remembered when he was separating children and parents away from their from each other, when he was doing something called the ISIS program, and we saw the children in barricades like they were animals. You guys totally forget about that. Okay, he is no better. All right, you read this article and it tells you. What a coincidence. I just recently talked about human trafficking when I was talking about the segment with Kendrick Lamar. Look on Black Pearl Spectrum Waves Music Entertainment when I was introducing my song Body Snatchers. Okay, Intrusion. and also talking about the in-depth of Kendrick Lamar showing the things about those dock crates, those cargo crates and stuff when he was putting into his video with They Are Not Like Us. Okay. It so happened I saw something saying in San Diego when they were saying they were doing a sting. And that article was in 2018 when they were doing a sting heist, finding out that these human traffickings were taking place with gangs, Los Angeles gangs, and they were going to various networks and found out that these were gang affiliation stuff. And this is also with people who are rich too that were entangling with that. But it so happened to say that in San Diego, they say the Biden administration said on Tuesday there was identified more than 3,900 children separated from their parents in the United States borders under the former President Trump, the zero tolerance policy that with legal crossing over. Okay, you check that out. They said family were task force in courts in 3,913 children separated from July the 17th. This was not even in the Biden administration to the end of Trump's policies that was well below more than 5,500 children identified as American Civil Liberty Unit in the court filing based on the government information. Just read it and read. Look at this chapter. This article was in 2023. They said that close to 1,000 immigrant children were separated by Trump, yet to be reunited with their parents. Okay? I remembered because every time they were saying that girls were being kidnapped, snatched, and being abducted. And one young lady came out and said that how she was standing there at the bus and for some reason she got abducted in a car. She was able enough to get out because she had to hide in a convenience store. And the clerk had her underneath there. And then meanwhile, they called the police. And that's how they was able enough to identify the person. And that was during the Trump administration. I just get to find out, like, when I'm standing there seeing this man standing there on the pulpit and talking about where's the children and this and everything. So how come during that administration, when Trump was in administration, you didn't open your mouth and say that? I don't know how much money he's giving y'all. I don't even think he's giving y'all any money. You guys are so brainwashed and so influenced and thinking like, oh, he can come back and save the day. Yeah. He's going to be mass construction. He's going to be public enemy #1 to all of y'all. And while you're sitting there, it's like when the devil comes into the house, like Cat in the Hat, and you thought that he was never going to come back. And for some reason, he comes back and jumps in and starts tearing up your house. And that's what Trump is going to do.
Am I a sellout like the left suggests? The amount of times I've been called a sellout on this app by liberals, I can't even count anymore. You see, as a Latina American, I had every single reason to consider myself oppressed. I was a teen mom, I'm Hispanic, I grew up not very well off, and not to mention in the worst part of Phoenix. 27th Avenue and Indian School, if you know, you know. If I wanted to rely on the government, I easily could have, and I don't think anyone would have blamed me. But I work in healthcare, and working around a lot of doctors, nurses, physicians, lawyers, business people, I woke up one day and thought there's got to be a better way. And when I woke up and saw the agenda that the left was trying to push on people like me and my family, I got smart and I started to do my research. And I realized that no other country in the entire world can you go to with $20 and make yourself extremely successful. Today, I'm a Latina American, I am a business owner, I am a mom, and I'm able to have my cake and eat it too. And the reason why I make these videos is to show other Latina American women, or Latina women period, what can be possible here in the great United States of America. But our current administration is trying to ruin that for all of us. They want you to believe that Donald Trump does not care about women's rights. They want you to believe that he's racist. And they want you to believe that he's not for the working class or the middle class. And I can tell you that the economy was never better under Donald Trump. Construction workers were never jobless under Donald Trump because the economy was amazing. And as a woman, I never lost a single right. So as a Latina American woman who had to wake up and flip to the other side to actually see the truth, I encourage you to do your research and possibly do the same. Where are my fellow Latina Americans for Trump? Let me tell you something they don't want you to hear. As a Hispanic American, I was supposed to stay in line, believe the narrative, and believe that the Democratic Party had all the answers. But guess what? I'm no longer complying, and here's why. For too long, they told us that we were victims, that we need to rely on them, and that the system was built to keep us oppressed. They want us to believe that our future, our cultures, and our families depend on them. But my eyes are wide open now. I'm standing up for my rights, my children's future, and the real values that protect our community. As a Hispanic American, I'm choosing to stand up for opportunity, for family, and right of freedom. not for empty promises. I'm no longer sitting quietly, letting them decide what's best for my people. We have been strong for generations, building this country right alongside everyone else. Now it's time we stand up and choose what's actually right for us. This election, we have the opportunity to completely rewrite the narrative. If you, like me, grew up in a democratic liberal household and have opened your eyes to what the deep state is trying to do to us and to all Americans that are hardworking, then I consider you do some heavy research before this election. Because if I had complied with the narrative that they wanted for me as a 15-year-old pregnant teenager, female Hispanic who grew up in not the best part of town, me and my kids would be living off the government right now. And well, the government has nothing to offer anyone. Unless you're a foreign nation, of course.
This is all I got from this video, and I am absolutely rooting for you people, right? I am rooting for Hispanics and all of them that are supporting whoever they are supporting, you know. And the fact that this Mexicans, I am wishing you all well. Hispanics, I am wishing you all well. For him to stand there and ask Kamala, sorry for that. Where are the children? Which children is he talking about when he should be asking Trump that question? Where are the children? Ask that to Trump, not Kamala Harris. And the fact that people like wake up, I just do not understand where all these people, where they get their audacity from, because these people are supposed to be asking their president some certain questions. They left their president and they are always asking the vice president question. Who is going to answer the question? The vice president or the president? That shows you how some people do not even know what is going around them and how politics works. But when you give them the check, you know, they are always very willing to come out and do the talking, the one they are supposed to do and the one they are not supposed to do. But sincerely speaking, I am not wishing anybody bad. I am really wishing them all the very best. And I am absolutely rooting for them too, right? Because I remember what happened to them. I think last year, if I am not mistaken, when Florida showed them hot pepper sauce, you know, Florida gave it to them. And when you look at the charts, from the chart, you could see the people that voted for him were also them, you know. And Black people refused to come out to speak because at some point they were like, Black people should come and help them speak on what is going on. Because at some point, Florida became a ghost town. Why? Because if they find you and see you, they are absolutely deporting you. And you know, majority of them also are not, I don't know how to, okay, they are not legal, right? I think that is the right thing to use. And they run away. Now, I see them also speaking, gallivanting, jumping up. I mean, they are going to vote for him, and I support them to also vote for him. And I hope you all know that Black people are no longer serving democracy. Black people do not speak up for other people anymore because we are not other people's voices, right? So do not for a day wake up to say, it is not in our culture to speak up. Black people should come and speak for us because to them, Black people are the noisemakers and they are the reserved ones. We, the noisemakers, ain't gonna come out, and you all will eventually sit that out. And you know what? I absolutely will be holding your hands with napkin. You know what? See you all in my next video. Rooting for Mexicans and Hispanics. Bye for now.